Hello guys, Happy New Year! My name is Vincent42 and today we're back with another unlisted video. In this video we're gonna be talking about what's the best nation in Enlisted. So with that said, let's straight dive in. Enlisted gives us multiple nations, each with unique weapons, squads, vehicles and playstyles. And because of that, one question always comes up. What's the best nation in Enlisted? Some players swear by one faction, others say it depends on the map, the mode or even the campaign. So, in this video we're going to take a deep dive into every nation, breaking down their infantry, vehicles, strengths, weaknesses and who they're actually best for. What does best mean? When we say best, we're not talking about perfect or unbeatable. We're talking about infantry effectiveness, weapon consistency, vehicle impact, ease of learning, and overall performance across matches. With that in mind, let's start with Germany. Germany is often seen as one of the strongest and most consistent nations in Enlisted. Starting with infantry weapons, German rifles are known for accuracy and reliability. Bolt-action rifles like the Kar98K reward careful aim, positioning, and once you unlock semi-autos and late-game weapons, Germany becomes extremely lethal at medium to long range. German machine guns are some of the most powerful in the game. They hit hard, suppress enemies well, can lock down entire lines when used correctly, have high rate of fire. If you enjoy holding angles, defending objectives, or playing methodically, Germany feels very comfortable. When it comes to vehicles, that's where German engineering comes to. In terms of vehicles, Germany truly shines. Their tanks are well armored, accurate and forgiving. They perform well both offensively and defensively, making them a huge asset in most matches. German tanks often feel like they control the pace of the battlefield. However, Germany isn't perfect. Close quarters combat can feel a bit weaker compared to the USSR, especially early on. If your aim isn't consistent, German weapons can feel punishing. Overall, Germany rewards careful precision, positioning and patience. Germany is best for players who like control, accuracy and strong vehicles. With that said, let's move on to our next nation. The Soviet Union plays very differently from Germany. USSR infantry combat is aggressive, fast and brutal. Soviet SMGs are some of the strongest close-range weapons in Enlisted. They fire quickly, shed the enemies at short distances and make storming objectives feel incredibly powerful. If you like pushing points, clearing buildings and staying in constant motion, the USSR excels at that. The Soviet squads feel built for pressure and momentum. Soviet rifles are solid, though they usually don't feel as refined or accurate as German ones at long ranges. The trade-off is close range dominance and sheer volume of fire. Soviet tanks are decent, but can be hit or missed depending on the situation. They don't always have the same survivability or comfort as German armor, but when used aggressively alongside infantry, they can still be effective. The USSR can feel overwhelming for players when played well, but it also requires confidence. If you hesitate or play too passively, you might not get the full benefit. Overall, the USSR thrives on aggression and numbers. USSR is best for the players who love rushing objectives and close quarters chaos. The United States of America or Western Allies is one of the most flexible nations in Enlisted. American infantry weapons are generally easy to use and forgiving. Semi-auto rifles allow consistent damage without perfect aim, making the USA very beginner-friendly. You can engage multiple enemies at multiple ranges without feeling outmatched. American squads feel versatile, whether you're attacking, defending, or adapting mid-match. The USA usually has a tool for the job. Where the USA truly stands out is close air support or air power. American plays are extremely strong and can completely change the flow of a match when used correctly. Good pilots can dominate objectives and provide massive support for infantry. US tanks are solid, though they often sit somewhere between Germany and the USSR in terms of raw strength. They may not always dominate, but they're reliable. The biggest strength of USA is balance. It may not be the absolute best in every category, but rarely feels weak. Overall, USA offers consistency and adaptability. USA is best for new players, flexible players, and those who like combined arms gameplay along with close air support. Japan is easily one of the most challenging nations to play in Enlisted. Japanese infantry weapons require careful positioning and smart movement. You can't rely on brute force alone. Instead, success comes from flanking, ambushes, and knowing the map well. Japan's playstyle rewards patience and tactical thinking. When played correctly, Japanese squads can be extremely dangerous, especially when catching enemies off guard. However, mistakes are punished harshly. But if you rush blindly or engage in unfavorable fights, you'll struggle very much. Japanese vehicles and equipment require more situational awareness compared to other nations. Because of this, Japan isn't very beginner friendly. But for experienced players, it offers a unique and rewarding experience. Japan feels less about raw firepower and more about execution. Japan is best for experienced players who enjoy tactical, high-risk gameplay. So, what's the best nation in Enlisted? Probably you guessed it already. There isn't one single answer. It really depends on the BR. For example, Germany offers precision and powerful vehicles at almost every BR. USA dominates close quarters combat at almost every BR, and here I'm talking about the PPSH 41 or even the Uragan SMG. USA provides balance, close air support, and accessibility. Japan rewards tactical mastery. The best nation isn't strongest on paper, it's the one that fits most your playstyle. If this breakdown helped you, drop a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments which nation you main and why you main it. Subscribe for more enlisted guides, tips and gameplay. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.